Hayes is left out, and with Paul Davies still injured, there's a route back for Graham Rix, who's just returned from a loan spell at Brentford. Rix was born at nearby Doncaster and was once a transfer target for Sheffield Wednesday. The referee tonight is David Scott from Burnley, and he starts this Littlewoods Cup quarter-final with Sheffield Wednesday in the stripes, playing from left to right. Forward by Nigel Worthington towards Lee Chapman. Arsenal again wearing yellow. That was Megson for Wednesday. Winterburn chasing back to cover Marwood, and a goal kick. Well, these teams have had mixed seasons. When Arsenal beat Stoke 3-0 in the last round, it was their 14th consecutive win. But since then, they've won only 2 out of 11, while Sheffield Wednesday are on an unbeaten run of 7 games. Forward by Winterburn, and that's Greg Fee just turning the ball back for Sheffield Wednesday, their number 5. There's Worthington latching on to Chapman's pass, and a good run too from full-back there, and a chance for Wednesday here surely. Winterburn got in the way with Lukic out of his ground, and the flag is up. Anyway, Sheffield Wednesday felt there might have been a handball in there, I fancy. And the referee, David Scott, isn't sure, although his linesman has run round, and they've signalled a corner kick. So Greg Fee has gone forward onto the near post with Lee Chapman, and May and Sterland are waiting to come in from deep. That was Fee who was up, so too was Larry May. Offside. Offside, the flag's up. Colin West put the ball in the net, but the player offside was Lee Chapman when Larry May headed the ball back in. There he was, offside position, foot up anyway, I would say, on the keeper, so 2 reasons for a free kick. There's Rix. Looking for Quinn. It's fallen for Rocastle. Well, it was Rocastle who was one of Arsenal's Littlewoods heroes last season. Got the goal that took them through to Wembley, in fact, at Tottenham. And he struck this on the volley, but Martin Hodge saw it all the way. We're in the last 10 minutes of the first half here, and no score. May for Sheffield Wednesday. Marwood from Chapman's pass. Now West. Worthington's arriving from left back now. Oh, I've a feeling that was tipped over by John Lukic. It was an outstanding save, if that's right. How well they found Nigel Worthington. A tremendous volley, and I have a feeling the goalkeeper turned that onto the bar and over. It's a corner. Fee and Chapman in the near post positions. West at the far side, and John Lukic, born in Chesterfield, the home of goalkeepers, they say, not very far from here. Well, did he touch that? Certainly a corner was given. Sterland, can he get the ball in? He's got Chapman and West waiting. And they're still waiting. Corner. Well, no wonder Tony Tony Adams gives the Arsenal goalkeeper a pat on the head there. He more than earned it. Here's West. Oh, good ball. Chapman. Nexon's running on. Chasing back there was Richardson. There was an appeal for handball. And a free kick has been given to Sheffield Wednesday, who now seem to have the upper hand. In goes Larry May. There's West, there's Megson. Sterling has released Marwood. Mace Chapman's in there too. And it just dropped away. Lee Chapman was the player who got his head to it, coming in right at the back, and it dropped wide. Up goes Chapman. Oh, what a good effort. Oh, Brian Marwood certainly saw possibilities there. Turning, what, 20 yards out or so? Swinging left foot shot. Half-time, and Sheffield Wednesday, having had the better of things against the holders Arsenal, still couldn't score, but perhaps the finest moment of the half, certainly from John Lukic's point of view, when he appeared to tip a tremendous volley onto the crossbar from Sheffield Wednesday's Nigel Worthington. Arsenal, who kick off now, have yet to concede a goal in the Littlewoods Cup this season, although this is the first team they've met from Division 1, having put out Doncaster, Bournemouth and Stoke. Sheffield Wednesday's route to goal being blocked there by Adams, and their route to this quarter-final, Shrewsbury, Barnsley and Aston Villa. So they hadn't met First Division opposition either before tonight. That's Gary Owen, and he wasn't very happy about that. West. Handball, was it? No, foul given. Gary May and Greg Fee up on the far side. Chapman, but the referee spots a little shove there, and the ex-Arsenal man concedes the free kick. Was the player that turned that back, and the goalkeeper did not prevent the ball from going for a corner. So out of nothing, Arsenal get opportunity in a forward position. Wednesday fans not very happy about the decision, but Adams takes up his position. It'll be taken by Williams. And Smith back across the goal, and Adams went in and hooked over by Quinn. And one of Arsenal's better efforts this. Alan Smith came in with the header. Adams got in among the defenders, and Quinn hooked it high and wide. O'Leary had quite a steady match on his return. This is Worthington. Plays it down for Marwood. West and Chapman are waiting here. But once again, the cross is virtually a present to the keeper from Brian Marwood. Alan Smith. Offside. Quinn. Winterburn. Rocastle. Quinn comes short. Waits for Winterburn. Oh, it's in! A horrendous mistake by Martin Hodge, and Nigel Winterburn has scored a most unexpected goal for Arsenal. It's his first since joining them from Wimbledon, but it's a personal nightmare for Martin Hodge. Just look what happened here. Niall Quinn held the ball up, Nigel Winterburn on his favoured left foot, but Martin Hodge in the 67th minute has experienced a total calamity. The holders are in front. Well, one or two people have wondered about playing a left-footed player at right back. I suppose from that area of the field, it was quite useful there. So, Sheffield Wednesday with Chapman into Marwood. Referee had a look. No penalty. And from here I would agree with that decision. Marwood, the player who went over. But the attack is still on with Mel Sterland's throw. May is in there. Chapman's in there. Marwood. Sterland, it needs a good cross here. Lukic, but we're hoping that something similar won't happen to him as happened at the other end. Smith has made a run down the centre just in case Quinn can get the ball in. Richardson's also there, and he did get it in. Foot up, was it? Tony Adams on Colin West. And the first substitution will take place. Greg Fee will come off, a defender being replaced by a forward in the person of Mark Chamberlain. Chamberlain is the player that Sheffield Wednesday will be pinning their hopes on over on that right flank. Kenny Sansom's got a job on there now. Here's Sterland. Chapman with time to turn. There's Chamberlain. They'll want the cross in early. And Megson tried to do the unselfish thing and head it back across the goal to where Marwood was waiting. Worthington. Owen. Marwood. And again, inside to West. Chapman and Chamberlain wait this time. Oh, Chapman didn't realise, I don't think, what a good chance it was going to be. Hardly expected that to come over Tony Adams' head. But a minute or two earlier, I suppose they'll debate when Chamberlain crossed the ball whether Gary Megson should have headed for goal. In fact, he tried, I think, to steer it back towards Marwood, and it came to nothing. We could be in for an exciting closing period here, with Arsenal having taken that lead out of practically nothing. And Richardson in very quickly. He looks for Quinn, who will be a bit fortunate to get that far across. Away by Worthington. West. Marwood. And still, now Gary Owen. It needs to be swung wide for Chamberlain, but Kenny Sansom down to Ricks. Oh, given away. Chamberlain. Owen. Sterland. West over on the right wing. Free the other way. Nexon's in there again. So is O'Leary. Volleyed clear by Williams. Now it's cut-tie football. The tempo rising as David O'Leary goes down in some pain. Well, Arsenal have been protecting O'Leary as much as possible recently. He didn't play at Liverpool, but Theo Foley will be anxious to get Gus Caesar warmed up here, just in case they have to make a switch. It may be David O'Leary's shoulder. We may well get a clue from this just exactly how awkwardly he fell. It was a good enough header, but it was probably when he hit the ground. And Gary Lewin will have been quick to assess the damage. And George Graham will be hoping that his experienced centre-half can see out the closing stages of this cup tie. Gus Caesar, sitting next to the manager, would be the obvious man to come on, having played there for the first half on Saturday. But it would appear that David's going to be all right. I think he's just coming over to let the bench know how he feels. Rokas. Quinn. A bit of argy-bargy down there. Time wasting and a little bit of argument going on. The linesman explaining to David Scott exactly what went on over that throw-in. And it may be somebody on the bench that's out of order here. Terry Groves, the Arsenal sub, looks as though he's the man in trouble. Oh, and look at O'Leary holding his right arm and his shoulder giving him awful pain. He winced when he headed that ball. Difficult decision, there's whether to keep him on. This is Chamberlain for Sheffield Wednesday. One of their better efforts from the substitute. But it was well collected, this, by John Lukic, who got down well to his left. Well, Arsenal have made a substitution. Terry Groves has come on in place of Niall Quinn up front. Owen back in. West. Chamberlain. Beautifully done by Chamberlain. But the shot nothing like as good as what preceded it. He skipped beautifully past Ricks. But he wouldn't have been thrilled with his finish. Just for a moment there, Arsenal were opened up. It was West who edged the ball out to Chamberlain. Nice touch of skill, but he was off balance when he hit it. Chamberlain. And he's on another run. Steve Williams just got a foot in. Still Chamberlain. Sterland. Flying header by Richardson. Alan Smith needs to hold it up. And there it is. The holders go through. to the semi-finals of the Littlewoods Cup, and Sheffield Wednesday's jinx in this competition continues, and Martin Hodge will be the most desperately disappointed man in the whole stadium. Nigel Winterburn's shot he fumbled after 67 minutes, and it means that 4 times in the last 6 years Sheffield Wednesday have gone out of this competition in the quarter-final.